Okay. Focus. I think so. Maybe less so. Can't tell. My eyesight's not good enough to tell when I'm this far back if I'm still in focus or not. Good enough, I'm sure. I have not made one of these videos in a long time. I've been very bad about this. I don't know, I've just been feeling kind of weird lately about myself as an actor and what I'm doing, and I guess as a person, and what I'm doing here. And don't get me wrong, I'm still loving the course and I'm still loving what I'm doing here, but it's just been a weird few weeks or months, feeling kind of lost about where I'm going as an actor, you know? I've just been sitting home alone thinking, and felt maybe this would be better to do than just think. And it's hard for me to articulate this because as soon as I start trying to, it doesn't feel real or justified to feel any of these things. If I'm just sitting and stewing in my own silence and being broody and emo, then it's fine because it's all in my head and that's sort of its own little world. But as soon as I put it out there, as soon as I voice it and say like, no, that's actually how I do feel, it just doesn't feel like I really do feel that way anymore. But there's nothing else to replace it. There's nothing else there to be like, no, this is how you actually feel. It's just weird to say things. Because maybe it's because saying things makes it real. And I don't want these feelings to be real. Maybe. I don't know. That sounds a lot more depressing than I feel about life, I think. I don't know. I'm a mess. Excuse me. Why do I feel lost as an actor? Because I don't know who I am or what I want to do as an actor. It's not just as easy as saying, I'll be an actor and going out and doing that. At least not according to everyone I talk to on this course, as far as like supervisors and people who come in to lead workshops. Everyone's saying you have to decide what kind of actor you want to be. Do you want to be classical? Do you want to be contemporary? Do you want to be comedic? Do you want to be dramatic or tragic? Do you want to be a fireman? Do you want to play the bank manager? Who are you? Choose what you can portray. And there's a lot of big questions that I've just never had to think about before. Everyone's telling you to choose and decide what you are, or what you can play, and what you want to play, and try to meld those. But that doesn't always work out, because maybe I want to play things that I'm being told I can't play. Like, I've been recently told that I'm not a comedic actor after all. And maybe that's right, maybe I'm not. But I've been cast in quite a few comedies in the past, and I had fun with them, and I love comedy, and I think there's a fascinating academic nature to the comedic arts that we don't focus on, and I think that the world can change through the power of comedy. And that's not, and maybe that sounds a bit wankier than I mean it to, but it's true, I think. Comedy helps us deal with things that nothing else can. Friedrich Dürrenmatt, the playwright, wrote, "Only comedy can deal with this now. The world has led to the realm of the grotesque, as it has led us to the atom bomb." And I love that. I love that, and I want to be part of that. But then I get told that I can't. Maybe that's not fair. Maybe I'm not being told that I can't. But I'd at least put forth to my supervisors that I am interested in comedy and that I consider myself as a comedic actor. Mostly because that's what other people have told me in the past, that that's what I'm good at. And then I had a tutorial where I was told that they're not so sure that is where my strengths lie. And I just don't know where my strengths do lie then. Not that I thought I was some great comedic actor in the first place. I mean, I've met so many people on this course who are hilarious and they can reach this level of oneness with their comedy that I could never aspire to. And it's amazing, and I love to watch them work. But I don't know what I am then. This is really dramatic, and I don't feel like I deserve to be this dramatic with any of these feelings. I just don't know what kind of actor I'm supposed to portray myself as. That's the thing that keeps getting brought up. Know what kind of actor you want to be, portray yourself as that actor, and then you'll get those roles. And I don't know how to figure out what kind of actor I want to be. I like acting. It's fun. And it means something to me, and it can mean something to the audience to watch somebody act, depending on the show and what the show's trying to say. And I want to have a part in helping people through theatre. And I don't know why that can't be enough. And maybe it can. Maybe the people I've been hearing are all wrong. I mean, I got some great advice from my mentor that I have during this program, somebody that I've just been in contact with, and I was asking them what kind of stuff can I do to figure out what casting type I am. And their response was actually very encouraging, because all they told me was, ignore that stuff. Screw it, that's stupid. You don't need to know your casting type. Any casting directors or agents, you can't look past casting types don't have essential creativity. And if there's a role that you want to go for but it doesn't fit your face, your structures or whatever, then whatever, just go for it anyway. That was great, and I really needed to hear that, and it was very encouraging to know that somebody who works in the profession thinks that. But the problem is that it can't be denied that there are some directors and agents and whatnot out there who do think that way. And who do feel that you need to know your casting type and go for that. And they'll give you work based off of your casting type. And I need work in the end. So maybe the trick is to know what my casting type is in the eyes of those people, but not care about it. And that's difficult. It's sort of like bullying. You're a little kid who's being bullied, who's being told over and over again that they're stupid or that they're ugly, and they're not. But they're being told this over and over again to the point where they believe it. And so if I'm in a position where I'm getting told that I can only play the supporting best friend, or just a side character and things like that, I mean, yeah, those are great positions to be in, sure, but if I'm told that those are the roles that I look like and those are the roles I can play and those are the only things I can play, then I'm going to start believing that those are the only things I can play. And I'm just going to start having self-confidence issues, thinking that I'm not a good enough actor to breach out of those things. Yeah, I recognise that I'm not really going to be the type of person who can play the high school rugby captain. I don't look like that. I'm not fit enough to be like that. And that's fine, because that's an objective thing. As far as acting talent goes, like, why can't I? And not every person who runs auditions is going to be like that, but there's quite a fair number who are. And we've met some professionals in our course who are like that, and they suggest for us to, you know, do these things of figuring out our casting type and going after that in order to get work. And I hate that. I mean, it's advice to, again, like, maybe it's just something you need to know, so you know the language, and you can use the language to your advantage. And that's fine, and that's good advice then, in the end. But I don't want to feel boxed in like that, I guess. Maybe it's just me being bitter about the idea that I can't play every role, which is stupid. Of course I can't. I just need to grow up and accept that. I don't want to have to look at an audition notice for a play that I really like and think, that's not in my casting range, so I won't audition. And I kind of feel at the moment a little bit as though that's the mindset that exists in the industry, that that's what you're supposed to do if you want to get work. And yeah, maybe I just don't have to care about any of it. Maybe I can just go for things and it doesn't matter. But it's hard to feel that way. It's hard to feel like if that's how people think and I don't care about it and I just go for stuff anyway, well, it's still how people think, so I'm not going to get those roles. I don't know what the solution is either, you know? I mean, a solution would be an entire mindset, philosophical overhaul in the entire acting industry. That would be nice. I don't know. I don't think I've even answered the question of why I feel lost. I mean, I guess there's more aspects to it than that. That's just one sort of like side rant. Other things include just not feeling as though I've grown that much as an actor. I don't think that's necessarily a fault of the course or the training I've been getting here, because it's great. And I've seen other people in my course grow tremendously as actors. And it's inspirational to be around them every day. But I look at myself and my own acting and I feel more self-conscious and concerned, confused as to how far my acting talents can be pushed I just don't feel like I've grown that much. And maybe that's not true, maybe it's just the self-esteem issues that anyone during this stage of a training program would have. And I'm okay with that if it means that it's temporary, that'd be nice. If I have grown as an actor, I just don't know how I have. And I'd like to know how. I'd like to know what I've done specifically that is better than what I was doing before. Just as a self-esteem boost. I just need a self-esteem boost, really. Just a little ego massage. I think part of the problem is that I didn't come into this course with a specific idea of what I wanted to improve about myself as an actor. I just wanted to get better at acting in general, because I didn't have any training before this. The only training I had were a couple of classes during my undergrad. So coming here, I was excited, thinking like, yes, someone like bigger powers than me are going to help really shape me as an actor. And I'm sure they are, and I'm just in a position where I can't see it right now. But because I came in here not knowing specifically what to get better at and just wanting a general increase in talent, it means that now with where I am at the moment, where we're near the end of the course, we ended in September, we're like past the halfway point, I don't know what I've gotten better at. I feel like all that's happened is that I'm now aware of things that I need to get better at. And I'm sure that's great, and I know it is great, I know it's good for me to be aware of those things. But where would I have been now if I had just known that stuff at the beginning of this year, of this school year? Is it enough to have just grown in the sense of knowing what I need to get better at? I just want to act. I just want to do theatre and make art and be happy with it. And it's hard. I don't know why it's so difficult this time in my life. It's been really hard to remember why I love acting recently and why I want to do this. And I need to have fun again. I want to have fun in the rehearsal room again, and not just be there out of a sense of obligation because it's a class and I'm getting credited for it. I know that's what I signed up for because I'm going to a friggin' school for all acting. And I like it. I do like it. I love what I'm doing here, and I'm in Scotland. I'm in Glasgow. Like, of course it's amazing. But I want to... It feels like it's been so long since I've been in a show that like I saw the notice for, I researched it, loved the play, knew that I wanted to be involved, auditioned for it, got involved, and was able to give everything to it. That's been so long. There's a good chance if I just asked people, a lot of it could be solved, and just talk to someone. But I mean, it's hard because this is me articulating it to a camera, to no one. How am I supposed to articulate it to somebody else? I want to feel confident again. I want to feel comfortable with myself as an actor. I just don't at the moment. And I don't think anyone can make me do that. I just want to get over myself, I guess. Just shut up and nut up. Oh, my phone's buzzing. Yeah, I don't know why I made this video. I don't know if I really resolved anything. Except for maybe just realizing that I really do need to talk to someone else. One of my supervisors, and just kind of maybe bare my soul to them a little bit. I hope I can make this work. I'm so afraid of just leaving the school and realizing that I can't be an actor or do anything with theatre. I'm kind of scared of just, even if I do manage to get some work as an actor, of not doing well enough to be able to really support myself or support a future family that I might have. What if I can't earn enough money to provide for someone else or for children? And that's a long time in the future, and I shouldn't be worrying about that stuff now, but it still pops up every now and then. Nothing goes according to plan. Like, my dad studied psychology, and he's a CEO of a Christian radio station now. But he loves it. He loves what he's doing for God and for the ministry and the church. And that's great. Sometimes I wonder if maybe that's what I'm supposed to be doing, is ministry work. I almost did that. I almost applied for pastor degrees to try to become a pastor and a minister instead of acting. But I didn't. I chose this. I just don't want this to be a waste of time. To go through all these years and all this money trying to become an actor, only to realize that I can't become an actor because I'm not good enough. Or I don't have the motivational drive or something like that. That would suck. And that's on me. That's on me to figure out. And take the chances I need to take. But that brings its own weird set of fears. And I don't know why, because maybe it's just sort of thinking that like there's an opportunity that I can try out for, that can make something better if I got it. But then what if I try it and then I realize that I can't do it? Not because they don't want me to do it, but I'm just not good enough to do it. And I've realized that because I've tried to do it and then I'm left with nothing to do. And it's a weird, it doesn't make sense because if I don't do it then I still have nothing to do, but there's a chance of me actually being able to do it if I go for it. But there's also the weird limbo stage of not going for it where there's a chance you could. Whereas if you went for it and you realize that you can't do it, then you're suddenly faced with the reality that you cannot do it. Maybe that's stupid. Maybe that's stupid as well, because it doesn't, just one opportunity going that way doesn't mean you can't do anything like that. It just means that there's another chance out there maybe. I can do it. I can do this, surely. Surely I can do this. How hard can it be? Surely there's room for me as an actor out there. And maybe it'll turn into ministry. That'd be fine. I'd be happy to be involved with ministry. It just would mean a lot more work and restarting, basically. But I'm rambling now. I mean, I've been rambling this whole time, but now it's off topic, if this had a topic. So I guess I'll leave this for now, and hopefully I'll get better at making these videos. Maybe I'll try to set myself a weekly goal, just so I can bleh. And maybe it'll have a point sometimes, maybe it won't, but at least once a week, maybe I can just get a video out of talking about my feelings. Because this has actually been kind of nice to voice, even though I don't know what I'm going on about. So yeah, great. I'll do that.